Hello student, I'm Dr. Paromita Basu from Key Art and Design. So today we have come to WD and here we have Dean of Architect of WD. So we will know everything about architect in WD, what happens and how is architect teaching and all the curriculums of architect in WD. Let us ask sir only. Sir, please introduce yourself.
My name is Shaleen Sharma, and I'm the Dean heading the Department of Architecture at WUD. So I'll give a little bit of introduction about myself. I graduated from the School of Habitat Studies in Delhi in '96, and after that I pursued my Masters in Architecture from the De Montfort University in England. Post that, I've been a practicing and a teaching architect. And WD, we started architecture in 2016, and in 2018 we became a university. Since then, the College of Architecture and the university has grown leaps and bounds, and with it, architecture is also growing quite steadily. So that's a brief introduction from my side.
So, sir, what is the curriculum of architect in WD and how you're taking admission? What is the process? Can you give me a line?
So generally, the curriculum is more or less prescribed by the Council of Architecture, but each college has its own philosophy. So as far as the philosophy goes, we as a College of Architecture, we believe in the process of documentation, and we generally lay more stress on the context study. So our education or our curriculum is completely based on teaching in class and a lot of travel activities which happen as part of each year's curriculum. So we try to visit places around India in different climatic and topographical conditions so that the students become well aware of the various building techniques and the context they are building in. So that ways we are quite unique in our approach towards the curriculum. Apart from that, we do have design as our main subject, then we have history, we have environmental design, we have building construction, and generally the subjects are quite similar to the other colleges as they take. But our approach of teaching those subjects is quite unique and quite different from the others. The admissions in architecture are actually done through the NATA exam, which is a council prescribed exams. So we generally accept all students who have passed NATA, and just to make sure that we get the right breed of students, we also look at their 10+2 marks. So it's basically NATA clearance and a good percentage in 10+2 is the basic criteria for admission in architecture here.
Okay, so you have, sir, some scholarship policy also to give the students?
Yes, based on the NATA results and based on the marks in 10+2, we generally give scholarships up to 75%, which may change from year to year depending on the intake and depending on the percentage given in 10+2 and NATA. But generally, it goes up, the highest percentage goes up to about 75%.
Okay. So what courses? Because they have like School of Plan and Planning and Architecture. There are many courses. BR or MR is also there?
We do not offer MArch as yet.
Okay.
Because we are a young college. We are only 7 years old. But definitely we do include urban planning and urban design concepts in our curriculum. So as I said that after doing architecture from here, the students are well equipped to take up their masters either in urban design or urban planning or maybe environmental design, maybe conservation. So we generally prepare them through BR for any MR aspiration that the students have.
Okay. So how is the placement in WD for architecture?
So far, since 2016, we started, and our first placements happened in 2021. So far we have had 100% placements. We also have a training semester for which also we generally help students in getting internship in various offices. But for the final placement, we generally have a process in which we look at the student's interest as to what kind of a field that student wants to get into. We do recommend, we do help them, and sometimes the student finds the right place, but in case they are unable to find, we offer all kind of help from our side.
And what do you want in students who are coming in to WD for architecture?
Well, most of the screening is already done by the NATA. So generally, the students who come here are already quite keen to join architecture. So we don't have to work on the keenness of the student, whether they are ready to pursue architecture or not. But generally, our job is to basically polish them to make them conscious architects. We generally teach them ethics of practice. So more or less, the students that we get here are already ready to become an architect. So the task is not very difficult. It's just that we need to give a little bit of a direction to them and then they follow. So far, I've had some brilliant students who are doing quite well in the industry at the moment.
So, what do you think that students are getting from WD?
Well, direction, as I already mentioned. So, in architecture, direction holds a very important part. Polishing, introducing the new concepts that are emerging in architecture every year, with the inclusion of AI now into architecture and other trained courses on BIM and other things which are now world related, is something that WD is offering them in the bachelor's itself, so that they, if they are interested, they can hone their, their skills and get into any kind of a field. So as I said, a lot of fields are open now which were earlier the sub branches of architecture, but now they have sort of obtained a mainstream status. So we have to be very careful in this the growing scenario in architecture. So we have to offer them everything. It finally depends on the choice of the student as to where he or she wants to go.
Okay, so just you mentioned AI. So I am getting a lot of calls because the students are from YouTube are asking, is right now design is getting going to lose job because of AI, because AI is one of the thing which has come, and every all the students are very afraid of going to design, just because they think that now because of AI then the jobs are going back. They will not have any placement because AI has come. So do you think this will future AI will become more stronger, and it will actually hinder the students, those who are coming to go to this architect, or what is the scenario?
So you see, AI, artificial intelligence, at the end of the day is artificial. Okay, it needs some kind of a design brain behind it to work correctly. So I think it's quite a misconception that AI will take over the job. Finally, the people will be working behind it. So I think what AI is doing, it's basically broadening the scenario. It is not taking away what already exists. So AI platforms also require designers, it also require architects, and they require architects who can basically compute well and who have a kind of a vision for. So AI only assists them. At the end of the day, AI is just a platform. It's a medium which needs to be practiced by professionals like us in order to help AI become better. So I think first of all, one should not approach AI with the misconception that it's going to take over and take the jobs. AI has been created by designers. It will stay with the designers. It will only enhance the design field. It will never take away the design field from the designers. So I think that misconception should be cleared as soon as possible.
You can WhatsApp me in this number. Do WhatsApp message and tell about yourself, and also ask the question. And if you want the link for the admission, then it is in the link description box. And anything else you want to ask me, you can WhatsApp me in the message. And we will meet you again with more videos. Bye for today.